Well, for me, it helps me in multiple ways. So it does take a little while to get used to the different types of programs in it, but it is easy. And once you don't have to keep checking how to access each item, you'll run with it. Like, I love the dictionary, so if I'm typing out stuff or reading stuff and I want to interpret a word that I'm not sure, I can hit on the dictionary or the prediction. And the dictionary will not only give me a term, but if I want a picture, I click on the picture dictionary and it'll actually give me a picture illustration. Now, I use this for more than just trying to figure out what a term means or what a prediction means. I actually use it to prompt me. So sometimes, like when I do some of my jobs, when I'm noting different jobs and how I carry out that job, I just have like a simple thing like an Altona, which I carry out a manual plate. I actually have a picture of a plate which I took from the dictionary, and that actually prompts me. And when I see that picture, it actually prompts me to remember the whole procedure. And this is how wonderful one little simple thing can do. For somebody like me who has neurodiversity, sometimes I need a prompt. Like, and for other tests I have, like I may need 2 controls, I may need 1 control. I have a picture of just 2 blood samples and a person getting an injection. I know, okay, so that's the extraction sample I need, and I need 2 controls instead of just 1 control for this test. And just that alone prompts me that that's what I need, because sometimes I have to go, okay, I have to carry out this test. I've done this multiple times, but there'll be one little tiny thing that I don't remember. So I'll be flicking through my notebook, going pages upon pages, going back to try and find the details, or running to my computer trying to find the SOP and shuffling through it. This just allows me to click on one page and it brings me straight to it. And that just visual aspect for me prompts me immediately what I have to do, volumes, what are required, what samples are required, just that one little thing. And it's absolutely fantastic. The PDF reader, I absolutely love it because I can highlight anything that I need. If I want to save a paragraph for a particular reason, usually I make notes and then forget why I've noted these notes and what they refer to. I can actually type in a note into that PDF and it saves that note and it tells me what is related to and what it refers to, which is fantastic. And then if I'm reading something else, which is a couple of pages, maybe 100 pages ahead of what I'm reading, and there's something in it that relates back to something I've read previously, all I have to do is click on the magnifying glass, type in the word in that section that I remember, and it will bring me exactly to that paragraph. And it means I don't have to go back monotonously reading through pages trying to find this misinformation that I knew I highlighted somewhere or noted somewhere and just can't remember. It's absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love the screen masking. I use that all the time. So when I'm reading a PDF or a web page document or even my Word document, I use the masking all the time, because for me, with my neurodiversity, it tends, if there's too much information, too much writing all around me, I get confused. Even though I'm reading one section, it's like my eyes are looking at the other words and taking in the other words, and it causes confusion. And with this masking, it not only helps me focus on the one section that I need to focus on, but it blurs out everything else, and it means my brain only has that to take in, and my memory, my information intake is much faster than what it would have been before. In fact, I would have said, you no way, I have to read this 100 times, I have to write it out 100 times before I can remember this. And that's not the case anymore. I'm maybe reading it once or twice, and I'm now remembering the sections where I read the information simply because of that masking. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. I use the highlights basically, like obviously, especially in my work when I'm noting things, and it helps me in my specialist when I'm talking about different techniques and samples that are required. So obviously with different diagnostic tests that are carried out, there's different type of samples that are required, and I highlight my sentence in the color that basically the sample is, and all I have to do is see that colour, and I literally will remember that whole paragraph and the information to which I have written just simply by that highlight. It's absolutely brilliant. Or when I'm even documenting things in order, because I love a kind of a structure. So I have my highlights in, you know, in kind of an order of colour, and once they're in that order of colour, I can nearly like remember absolutely everything by merely glancing. I don't have to read 10 different paragraphs to know which paragraph I have to read. I will go to the, I know that, oh no, that's the yellow highlight, oh no, that's the purple highlight, and I can instantly go to it because my brain visually recognises those aspects. So therefore I don't have to muddle around, and it's just brilliant. It just helps my thinking far better, my retaining of information, and my accuracy. When I'm trying to obtain information from a document, it directs my accuracy really precisely and very quickly. Saves me a lot of time.